Hello everyone, this is MC Mad Lion, and I am here with all of my Hypnosis Mic manjus who are barely fitting in the frame and falling over. Sorry about that, Gentaro, can you? Yeah. He'll be fine. So I'm here because we've hit 4 years of having Hypnosis Mic in our lives, and I thought I would do a HypMic media guide for anyone who is just getting started, maybe returning after a break or otherwise lost. Now, the purpose of this guide isn't to tell the story. There are plenty of resources available to tell the story. What I want to do is help you sort out the media so you can experience the story yourself in the most efficient way possible. So HypMic has a lot of content, and it can basically be sorted into 3 categories. The first category is main story, or required content. The second category is side story, or recommended content that you don't necessarily need to read, listen to, experience, whatever. And then there's bonus content, so stuff that's fun but can be skipped. The main story is mostly in the CD drama tracks. That's these ones. Sorry, I forgot to add into the Hypnosis microphone. These are going to be your main canon in this order. Now, note that Death Respect does not have a drama track, it's only songs. The drama tracks introduce the characters, move the plot along, and provide HypMic with most of its story. So if you need to catch up with anything HypMic related, make it the drama tracks. The comics are a mix of main story and side story depending on the series. Now, some comics like TDD and DH and BAT contain critical background story for all of the characters involved that we barely hear about in the drama tracks. Other comics, however, like BB and MTC or FP&M, are mostly a retelling of the drama tracks with some extra information added in to flesh out details. In 2019, I would have told you that these are all required reading, but most of what we learned in advance from the comics has been added to the drama tracks at this point, except for TDD and DH and BAT. BB and MTC and FP&M, it's all in the drama tracks now. So comics to absolutely read as of this point in time in the year 2021 are TDD and DH and BAT. Comics that are good to read but not critical are the BB and MTC, FP&M, and Dawn of Division series for now. We have no idea where that's going, but for now it's just cute side story. Now, I do highly recommend them since they have a lot of fun side content and introduce characters who sometimes show up in later drama tracks with significant roles, so they can't be completely just tossed out. Side stories aside from the comics are mainly drama tracks and bonus chapters included with printed comic volumes or books. The most important of these are the official guidebook tracks, which really lean more towards main story since they give critical backstory and current information about Shuoku. These tracks introduce Honobono as well, which links them more strongly to the main story. The other tracks are mostly fun, cute things to develop character, like how Dotsuitari Honpo got its name, or how Ramura and Jakurai used to go on crazy adventures together. If you can find them, great. If you can't, you're not missing anything too critical, just the usual HypMic chaos. Now, here's the beautiful part. Aside from the drama tracks and comics, the rest is just bonus content. Rhyme Anima, it's its own universe, story, and timeline. Bonus. ARB, Alternative Rap Battle. The name of the game is Alternative. It's also in its own universe, story, and timeline. Bonus. The stage plays? They fit in with the main HypMic canon, but the stories hold their own and wrap themselves up quite nicely, so bonus. Hypnosis Radio and Hypnosis Wave radio shows, they're good for dropping little details about characters, and again, they're very cute, but for the most part, bonus. So really, a good portion of Hypnosis Mic is just a lot of bonus content for profit. I mean, for the hardcore fans. And, you know, probably profit, because King Records loves money. Who doesn't love money? So really, you only need to pay attention to the CD drama tracks and some of the comics to get the full HypMic picture. And there are English summaries and translations available for pretty much all of these, so you can pay attention to what's going on. Those are the basics. Now, how do we approach 4 years of drama track and must-consume comic canon? It's easy to think of it like a mobile game story and split it into parts. Part 0 is the prequel of the story and covers the events leading up to the division leaders getting their HypMics. This is mostly the TDD and DH and BAT comics, although there are those Otome and Ichijiku bonus tracks from the guidebook to throw in here as well. If you want to experience HypMic in chronological order, start with the TDD comics. You can also listen to those tracks from the guidebook, And you can start with DH and BAT here, but it's not necessary. Part 1 is the first division rap battle and the events leading up to it. Now finally, I can start pointing at my manju. What's going on with this little guy who's, oh, sorry, Jakurai. Ramuda actually would be very pleased by that. Because these are the drama tracks with the original 4 divisions, and also the comics about them. This is the order you want to listen to them in, by the way. I've already shown this slide, but you'll want to start with Buster Bros, go to MTC, Men Trigger Crew, go to Fling Posse, go to Matenro, and then get into those battle tracks. As far as Part 1, the Fling Posse and Matenro comics are the most relevant to Part 1. The reason is they reveal a lot about Ramuda and his mission that was left out of the drama tracks. So you'll see things about Ramuda that was not included in those tracks. The BB and MTC comics, on the other hand, are more relevant to Part 2 because they introduce characters like Rei, as well as Urumi, who is Jiro's informant in Shinjuku, and Kubiki, Ryo's former military buddy. We don't have manju of them. I wish we had manju of them. We need manju of everyone in this series. Now that links these comics directly to the later album tracks, especially Buster Bros and Mad Trigger Crew. So FP&M is more Part 1, BBMTC is more Part 2. Now Part 2 of the whole story, going back to our mobile game analogy, is the second division rap battle and the events leading up to it. These are the drama tracks that introduce Osaka and Nagoya, and of course the original 4 divisions have their tracks as well. Read the DH and BAT comics before you jump into Part 2 for the best Osaka Nagoya experience, because again, they have very important information about these characters that will make the drama tracks just so much better. Now Part 2 is ongoing. It will probably wrap up after the second DRV champion is announced, and then we'll see what the future brings, because HypMic is probably not going to stop anytime soon. Profit! And I might be talking to you in another 4 years. What year will it be? So that's it for the media guide. If you've made it this far, thank you for watching, and hopefully this makes the HypMic media a little easier to wade through so you can have the most effective HypMic story experience. Feel free to leave questions or thoughts in the comments, and I hope that, yeah, we will have another chaotic 4 years or more together. Thanks, HypMic. Bye!